Alright guys, Mr. G here, and we are talking about Bannerlord, Mountain Blade 2. What do we know so far? What's out in the beta? Feels like this game has been coming for like ever. We're talking years. We're going to look at the factions today. It's a brief overview. We got these Roman looking bros here to start out, and you can see we've got different classes. Footman dudes, archer dudes, cataphract, cavalry bros. Cataphract making me thinking like Eastern Roman Empire. We got these relatively sort of British looking dudes, your classic medieval bros, and they come in similar classes. It looks like we're going to have 6 different factions. If you're new to Mountain Blade, they're just totally made up fantasy factions, kind of similarly based off real world factions. These guys, are these guys like, which, I don't know, another kind of Britain looking set of dudes right here. I don't know. These guys here, what do we got? Is he like our Eastern European dude here? Oh, no. Nordic bros. Of course, we got to have our Scandinavian Viking dudes in here. So we've got these guys, raiders, yep. And you're going to have, similar classes across all of these, but with different gear. Now we're getting to our, Middle Eastern faction style dudes. You're seeing lighter armor and all that gobbledygook, but fairly similar classes, although these guys have a horse archer, which you notice none of the other factions were really showing that off. Doesn't mean you can't make that your own class. Mountain Blade and Mountain Blade Warband were very flexible about you being able to kit your character out how you want. Speaking of characters, there is a... Oh my god. Calm down. There is a lot more... Jesus, the voices. Going on in... Yeah, character customization. And you'll notice that the graphics are significantly better for characters. In Warband, it was like you were looking at a mannequin, and it was awfully terrifying and made you feel like you were in 1992. Bannerlord still feels kind of dated, probably because the Taleworlds guys are a really small studio, and they've been working on it forever. We also can do females, make them bigger, smaller. Can't make them fatter, kind of disappointed about that. Hairstyles, you get the idea. There's, we got a guy in a loincloth here. We can slap different stuff on him. Character, customize away. Now, you can see the maps have had big graphical overhaul from the old ones. We got a siege-style map here. We're going to be trying out Captain mode. So currently in the beta, there's 2 modes, Captain and Skirmish. Captain, it's 6 versus 6, but each of you gets your own squad of like 20 dudes. And there's 2 teams made up of different squads, and they're going to duke it out with each other. I was not able to test out skirmish mode because it just didn't get a match, because right now it's just beta testers and maybe super early access guys that paid a ridiculous amount of money to play early, and the devs. I was playing with one of the dev guys in there. Maybe you'll notice in our match here. So skirmish looks like more of a standard fighting mode, but everybody today was playing Captain mode. And Captain mode's fun. Because, if you're into Mordhau and games like that, yeah, those are fun, but it's just you. This way, at least, you get to command your own squad of dudes, and we'll look at that here in just a moment. I want to let you guys at least take a peek at the description of both these modes. Let's jump into it. So I jumped into a match before I was able to spawn here, and essentially we're just watching bots fight right now, because all of the player characters are dead. You'll notice there is a level progression system. As you can see, I played so terribly, we didn't quite make it to level 1. So presumably there will be some unlocks down the road. So when you go ahead and start out, you can choose from a number of different classes. Bow guys, axe dudes, javelin guy, spear dude, and of course, horse bros, which once you learn how to ride a horse in Mountain Blade, horses can really make the difference between a weak character and a strong character. Now, I'm really bad at the combat system in Mountain Blade. You'll notice there's arrows on the screen. Depending on the direction you're moving the mouse, that's the direction you're going to take a swing. So similar to games like Mordhau, you can do a block there. We're going to try and chop some people Viking style, but first we had to look at controls, because we need to figure out how to command our troops, and it's really simple. It's just the F keys. So we're going to go ahead and slap that in combat right now and try it out. All right, you guys. Nice, throwing axes. I really appreciate you guys doing that. We got a couple commands. Follow me. Charge those guys over there. Fall back. You notice you get a little flag indicator. You can also have your guys form a line, and you'll see a little flag indicator on the screen, which we'll talk about and you'll see a little bit later. We're going to get absolutely wrecked here, but I will say one thing. The sounds are a huge improvement over Warband. Just the grunting and yelling and general guttural death and the sounds of guys getting killed or shot with arrows are solid. As someone who grew up riding horses, the sounds of the horses are good. You can hear them breathing, you can hear them whinnying. Stupid amount of detail went into sound. Now look, this is what Warband looked like, just in case you forgot. I mean, just look at this. This is the game we played and waited, you know, a gajillion years for this. Now, here we are trying out bows in the pre-match warm-up screen so we can, you know, shoot our teammates and generally derp around like in any other PvP game while you're just waiting for everyone else to load. You've got projectile drop on your arrows. You know, you got a reticle that's going to get smaller if you stop moving. Of course, we're going to get axed in the throat. And as in every other medieval game I've ever played, I am absolutely terrible at aiming. But can we hit this guy? He could just stop moving. Can we? Listen to the sounds. It feels weighty when you get hit. I think headshots do significantly more damage. Armor is a huge factor in this game. It'll give you a readout. There we go. We just one-shotted that guy. Eat it. Mr. G is on fire. No, I'm not. That's the only kill I get in my entire playthrough today. Now, you'd think arrows would be strong, right? But then we're just shooting this guy at just about point-blank range. But we're not getting headshots. So arrows, you know, not really your DPS weapon of choice. We got a short bow here. Maybe a long bow would do a little bit better. You know, you get your archer option. Presumably shields, just like in Warband, will 100% negate the effect of arrows, as they should. So here we go, trying out cavalry. The AI reacts relatively responsively. If you tell them to follow you, they will definitely follow you, even if you're being an idiot and going in dumb places. So your cavalry will be right with you, whereas your infantry guys will be a little bit further behind. So you can see in captain mode, capturing the flag is of course back, because what PvP game wouldn't be complete without an arbitrary flag that requires that you capture it. Now we are running into our own troops here. We're gonna see, you can see we can make a little line there. We were able to form them up if we wanted to. The commands feel pretty intuitive. The combat feels relatively flushed out for early access. Feels like they spent a lot of time making sure the combat was right. I really, really want to get my hands on the single player, and I really hope that the map is a huge upgrade over the map in Warband, because you spend so much of your time on the campaign map. We can hope that it's beautiful. There is some footage out there of the maps, and if you guys want, I'll pull it up and we can take a look at it. But right now in the beta, this is what we've got access to. So we are telling our men to charge. We make the mistake of charging into a formed line of spearmen with a horse, which is, it's a bad move, Mr. G. I don't know what I was thinking there. I'm going to end up showing you how not to play with javelins. So you can carry a number of different weapons. So we've got an axe, we've got a long spear, and we also have throwing javelins. These are the default classes that we were able to get in the current faction we were running. You can see our cavalry bros are keeping up with us really nicely, and just listen to the sound of this horse at a full gallop. It's really well done. And you even hit the wood. The sounds are solid. So they've spent some time in the details, which, to be fair, they've taken forever, Taleworlds, to get this out. So we can hope for a really polished product when it's done, if it ever gets done. So we're trying to throw some javelins at these guys, and that's the thing about any Mount and Blade game, is you've really got to put in the hours to get the feel for combat. Just like in any medieval style fighting game, skill is going to be a huge, huge factor. Even, I mean, we're just attacking bots right now, and I'm miserably failing to nail them with spears. If you guys enjoyed this video and you found it useful, I did try and put in the time and show you everything I could see in the beta. Do like and subscribe, because I will be following this game as it progresses. Devs are kind enough to email me a copy, so thank you, Taleworlds. So I will be keeping up to date on all the latest updates with this game, and because I really, really loved all the expansions and the mods with Warband and Mount and Blade. I got to play, you know, Song of Ice and Fire, you know, which was a great George R. R. Martin mod. that you could play for Warband. Just love the modability of this game. Hopefully they add some tools to make it easier for modders to make this game awesome and fun to play. And of course we're dead, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. Please leave something in the comments what you're looking forward to in this game. I'm going to catch you guys later. Mr. G out.